You're going to have to start enforcing these ordinances that you make them, or the city's going to give up on you.
Kentucky is wrought with an avalanche of problems.
Now, I believe if you put that someplace and I don't give permission for it to be there, I believe that is a crime.
We're not trying to hide anything that was done. We're not trying to hide any improprieties.
Another thing my campaign does is that it introduces a lot of good ideas, and there's nothing that could stop a good idea.
We're not trying to hide anything that was done. We're not trying to hide any improprieties. And I realize this is stepping on a lot of toes, and some of the toes are in this room. And some people don't want that audit to go down because they know what that audit's going to bring out. And I think that's a lot of what's going on right now.
So those are my recommendations. To fire Brett Caldwell, to file charges on Brett Caldwell, and to vote for the creation of a citizens complaint board with the details to be figured out later.
But the audit should be done, if it's working right, by the end, I mean, it says within 30 days or a little bit more. And at that point, if the audit's over and it says there's nothing in there as far as coming our way, then so be it, we're going to do it. And we'll move on from there. But I've got a good feeling they don't take audits unless they found something already.
Your passenger does not need to interject when you are the driver. It is not his responsibility. You are the one that I was conferring with.
I think sometimes I get a little shook up, so somebody speaks up for me.
Well, they don't need to.
Okay.
I was conversing with you. I wasn't being aggressive or anything like of that nature.
Okay.
Your passenger needs to learn to keep his mouth shut.
What?
October 5th, November the 2nd, excuse me, November the 2nd, I was looking at that, meeting of Sparta City Council to order at this time at 6:30.
Many Kentucky counties aren't even providing their own citizens with clean running water, or the water that is provided comes out orange, which no doubt adds to our dental problems. For any Kentuckian to go without clean water to drink is an abomination, especially in the richest country in the world. Not having running water sounds like third world country standards. We can do better than this. Act, and they're going to be surprised if anybody attacks them when they attack others? I don't think so.
Can we help you?
Yeah, absolutely. Who owns this jail?
Carroll County, Kentucky.
Who's the current jailer right now?
That'd be me.
Oh, you got anybody running against you?
No, I don't.
Yeah, Kentucky's got problems. We got lots of problems. Our incumbency rate is 95%. 95%. That means that the politician that has been in power for years will most likely stay in power 95% of the time.
Nobody up here has a dog in the fight as far as like, we didn't have contracts with the county, we didn't have construction companies and things like that were doing things that were ended up doing that were kind of squirrely. They're going to bring this stuff out. It's all going to work out, and if an honest man has nothing to worry about.
Well, I believe if they had a place for young people, a center like for children, like a white YMCA, something like that, from to have something to do, stay off the street, stay out of drugs and stuff like that.
Your other assets were $3.1 million, with the largest balance in that section consisting of customer accounts receivable at $1,484,000.
And you have to drive to do it. And Sanders, got grants and stuff to pay for all the equipment, and then their community pitched in and built it and put everything together. That way it would be cheaper on them, and it's a very, very nice park for the younger kids. And it would just be nice if we had something in the community for our younger kids to do.
This is my main thing, is a YMCA. My main problem is taking money out of the county, period. Taking the money out of the county, not bringing any back.
Are gone. It's got a gaping hole here and here.
Right.
Probably the size of a softball.
It's just a hole as they're dripping
The
down?
bones, well, yeah. There's nothing to hold it up.
Kentucky is fascist because we, the people, at least the half that's smart enough to at least vote, keep voting the same assholes into office. We are voting for totalitarianism. We are voting to live in a perpetual police state. This is exactly why term limits are necessary. Yeah, you actually were saying something about how this was restored, and folks are saying that it used to be where you could come in and talk and everybody knows one another.
We're starting to see that again. A lot of people are saying it's bringing the community together, and a lot of people are coming around to do that. So,
do you think that the dog was going to live? There was earlier reports saying that it might not.
When the incident happened, Fuelheart came out and the dog warden, and we tried to. He went up under the trailer, and they were going to put him down because he looked. He looked like he was suffering. He really did.
What changed your mind?
He was on the trailer. They didn't want to shoot him under the trailer.
The greatest things here for the fair board that we could have is a room full of people. The only thing is we've got to get our energy put towards putting on the fair.
But we can't trust the people in front, that's the problem, right?
Well, I don't think that we were making the deals that were being made that weren't quite legal. So I don't think you really have any leg to stand on.
Such as, right? Such as.
Well, after consulting with our lawyer, which I'm not going to speak for him, and you'll be happy to call him, he'll explain to you exactly about how that contract wasn't quite legal.
What was it legal?
I'm not a lawyer, Mark, and I'll give you the numbers where you can call him.
bringing a lot of the community
It's like a
back
little
together.
gathering place.
Little gathering place, and we're getting people to come in here for 3 and 4 hours at a time, just sitting and talking, drinking coffee.
The only thing on capital expenditure is we make sure we got a budget covered before we bring.
What, we don't need to be spending no money
If
on
the money is, if the money's there, there's no reason why.
What money's there? The taxpayers' money? They don't pay for the land, the taxpayers pay. They're using the fairgrounds. We're wasting, we've spent their money already. We're going back to them again, asking them for more money.
I said
If a horse was a frog, would it bump its ass every time it...
If they had production room to begin with, they wouldn't have to anyway, all right? That's the old one.
If a horse was a cat, could we ride it up a tree? I mean, that's an awful big word for 2 letters.
All right. So,
if the contract would have been done right to begin with, we wouldn't even be sitting here discussing this.
I don't know that. You?
No.
Okay. We're trying to do what we got.
That's why I said that there needs to be something in that new contract saying that we can revisit the issue.